Well, I'm here. Where are you, Mark?
To the stage. There we go.
Oh, it is. You there? You there?
I'm there. Am I there?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can, but I can hear my voice every time I speak. You need phones.
Right. Oh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it?
We
are live. We are live. I pressed live, and maybe I shouldn't have gone live. But anyway, we are live, and we need
this. If anyone's watching, you can probably guess this is the first time we've used StreamYard.
We are using. Can you? So if I'm talking, can you talk, Rob, while I'm talking? Hello. Testing. I'm just going to turn up my.
You probably need to turn your volume down a bit.
Yeah, it's all right. We're lovely to. I think 9 are watching, so 9 are in the room with us. Let me just turn my volume. Let me see what happens there. Go on.
As you can probably guess, we're in unknown territory.
No, that ain't working. I can't hear you now.
Too low.
Too low. That's all right. How's that working?
I can hear myself.
Yeah, I want to see. I've got comments. Here we go. We've got comments in the room. Right. So if I click on one of these, right, I'm just gonna show. Here we go. Is that has that come up on the telly?
On the what?
On the screen. Yes. I've just clicked. Yeah. Hi, Rob. Hello. I'm just clicking on the because we are playing around here with a whole new way of doing this. So yes, it's come up on the screen, I believe, because I'm seeing it on my monitor, which is so that's Rob. So it's lovely. Hi, Rob and Mark. What am I talking about? That's Rob. Sean is in the room. I'm just reading. My brain is not working. I'm trying to work out, do two things at once: read and do something technical.
Oh my.
Is Rob in space? Jim has just said down there.
Yeah, there's some sort of echo,
yeah. He ran out of space. I think what we might at least this is a bit of a test, guys. It's lovely to have you here. This is almost, although this is week 8, I think, but Rob and I are trying out and going to use a much better platform, which is StreamYard, which is what we're both on, but we're both trying to work it out.
When I talk, does it repeat itself? Do I repeat myself?
No. Rob, are you echoing? Oh, Madonna's put.
Echoing.
Rob, you were echoing. Well, I'm not hearing that, but maybe that is happening.
You won't do because your sound is reverberating. Is that the right word? Your microphone.
Yeah.
Have you got a pair of headphones?
No, not to go with this. Not very easily.
We're gonna have to pull it with. Dawn, you got a pair of headphones for him.
Let me go and check. We're almost there. Let me go and find out. I have got a set of headphones. It's whether I've got a set of headphones that work on, because she's got a completely different system, whereas I've got a MacBook Pro.
It's going to echo because I think what's happening is I'm talking, the delay, then from your speakers where you are now, back into the microphone, then coming out twice.
Right. Yeah, they're all saying. Everyone is saying there is an echo from you.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's just you. So you need to. So whoever is the guest needs to be on headphones.
No.
Yes or no?
I think it's whoever's got a delay. I think you must have a delay. So that's why.
Right, you chat away. Although you're on an echo. Rob is echo. I'm obviously I'm not. Rob has shrunk in size. Ian says. It's going well. It's all great talking. Rob has shrunk in size, and you got an echo. You sounded like you're in a toilet somewhere, probably.
He's day one the StreamYard, so we've got a lot of practicing I think doing it.
Yeah, it's coming back through you, isn't it? It's my sound.
No, my voice is coming out your speakers on whatever you're using. Go back into your microphone without again.
Right, let me go and see if I can get some headphones. You chat away, although you might be on an echo. All right? I'm going to try and find some.
Never mind, Jed's face. Oh my God, right. So hello, David. Hello, Livestream. Dawn, of course, is in here. Jim. I think Adam's in here. Where else we got? Ian Knight, of course. Sean. Reggie. It's very distracting. You know, it's when you're like on a telephone and you can hear your own voice. It's like that, but 10 times worse for me. I can hear everything. Oh, I'm terrible. Right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is while Mark tries to find some headphones, I think we'll sort the problem out. I was going to give the scores on Shed Goats. I think I read it out last week. We've got 2 weeks left, this week and next week. And then next week I'll show you what the prize is as well. So lots to play for. 10 questions left, basically. But I'm just going to quickly run through, Mark, while you're doing that, the results so far. So Ian Knight is on 4. Useful Gretz is on 3. Sean is on 3. Dancers and Our Box is on 2. Frank Williams is on 2. Cuckoo O'Clock is on 2. Ken Haley's on 1. Stuart Turner's on 1. Jim Ricketts is on 1. And Ray Carter's on 1. So still loads to play for. Got some questions lined up for Shed Goat. We're normally midway through the stream. So Mark's trying to solve some technical difficulties.
We've got some. Rob, can you hear me? Rob, can you hear me?
I can.
Dawn is saying, Dawn's watching in the other room and you're echoing and I'm not, but have you got a couple of devices going on, so it's one echoing off the other?
It's my voice. It's coming out your speakers on whatever device you're using and going back into your microphone again.
Right,
so if you put your headphones on, the microphone won't pick up my voice. You guys let me know if I'm right in saying that. Does that make sense to everyone?
Is that still echoing?
Hello? Yeah, but is the sound coming out your earphones or your...
No, it's coming out of here, but I'm trying to work out whether I connect in with a set of headphones.
What are you using, an iPad?
No, it's a MacBook Pro. We do really well on this live stream, aren't we?
We're doing fantastic, mate. Keep it up. Great stuff. So... Have you got a port for the earphones?
Yeah, well, there's either a C plug or I've got also a phono jack, but I'm trying to turn off the speaker so it just goes on to allow. Right, let's allow. Talk.
Hello.
No, it's still you're still coming out of my speaker rather than.
Turn your volume down.
I have done.
Is that really low?
Right, there we go.
Right. See, I've got no echo now. Can you hear me through the earphones? Can you hear me through the earphones?
Yeah, you're working.
Right, but I can't hear anything now.
Yeah, because you've turned the volume down. Turn the volume up.
I can't hear anything.
Right, so there's no echo now. Turn your volume up. Turn your volume up, Mark. Dawn, if you're in the room, tell him to turn his volume up. I'm going to write it down on a bit of paper. Oh, a bit of paper. The miracles of technology. Right, turn your volume up.
Right, turn my volume up.
Right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Is it coming out your headphones? Right, hang on.
Perfect.
Is that working?
Yeah.
Why is my...
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Now it's completely gone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me. I just simply can't hear you.
Right, have you turned the volume up?
What is going on? I've seated my...
How long is this going to last?
I am trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm not even reading the comments.
Yeah, well, it is up.
Go on, sort him out.
Oh, right, there it is.
Yeah, because now you can hear me echo again. So it's definitely that.
Right, so, right, okay, I can hear you now. Oh, right, dear, this is going well. But I need to, I'm not connecting, my headphones are not connecting to give me...
so we're going to have to put up with the echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and I don't know why my headphones are not connecting. So I need to get a set of headphones that connect into here, but we've worked out what it is.
Teething troubles, mate. Just teething troubles.
Apologies, people. Really apologies. We had a feeling this might happen as we jumped into doing this with StreamYard for the very first time.
We'll get some comments here, Mark. Adam saying this is funnier than most comedy.
I've only got a Coke at the minute. I might go and get myself a few beers. I might get actually a whiskey because it's gone downhill so fast. Oh, we've only just started. This is
a real good start. It's worse because I've had to turn your volume down to heat, so it doesn't echo for you. And every time I speak, I can hear myself. So it's.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
all right, we'll work this out.
Plow on, keep on, carry on.
Come on.
So hello everybody. Another week. This is week 8. We're up to. Dig your questions, comments, subjects, topics of conversation. What you've been doing this week. What you're doing this week. End all that sort of thing. And we'll do shed goats shortly. I think we're probably halfway through already.
Well, I've got Dawn running around here trying to find me a set of headphones at work. She's far more tech than I am. Hello, everybody. This is Dawn. When it comes to IT, I'll tell you, I'm going to stick to having a saw and a hammer.
Do you know what? YouTube video of that BBC reporter that's got the kids coming out way through video.
Yeah, instead it was the wife crawling around.
You got toddlers in there all coming in.
Oh dear! I think she's trying to find me a set of headphones that would work. Obviously, these headphones are either dud or not working at all. So rubbish.
Have you got volume control on your headphones?
Well, that's a good point, and I can't see that I have. No, they just plug in. But anyway, I'll work. That's the first world problems. I can get a set of headphones.
I think my comments mainly about we've got an echo, so I'll try and filter those ones out whilst listening to myself talk. It'd be like Bob Dylan and write the names on the cards. What's that song?
Oh yeah, blowing in the wind. No. Tambourine Man.
No.
I do know the one. I'm saying that, and I'm shouting out some completely wrong answers. What's the Bob Dylan song? I know what you mean. He just keeps doing the cue cards, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. What's the answer? Yeah.
Good songs, Rob.
Yeah. Is it the wife? I'm getting jealous. Rob sounds like Rab Nesbitt. I'm going to put that up. I'm practicing here, so look, I just put that up. Ian Knight has just said. So I'm learning how to do this, so I can get your comments up. Particularly when you get a question, we can put it up there.
Do that. That's a good idea.
All right, so I'm practicing. So we wait in anticipation. Is it the wife? Yes, it is. Oh, dear me.
Fire another one up there. Then who else we got on there?
Right, we've got obviously Adam's here. Mark, there's Bill. Have you got volume control on your headphones? No, it seems it may be they're an old set of headphones, Bill. So that might be that they don't work. That might be the problem. I haven't got. Not that I can find a volume control on these headphones. Yeah, so that's highly possible.
We wait in anticipation. Right, cool it, guys. What we're going to talk about today. Let's start off with something. I've wrote a few notes down, actually, just in case we have a lull. And one of them was... I've lost them. Most of the questions for show. I'm busy writing. There we go. So I've given the results now. I did that. Let's start off with... We're going to question here, then. That's Mark.
No, there's no questions here. Have you can't see any of the comments, can you?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can see them. You can see the comments. Oh, right, cool. Okay.
So one of the sort of topics I'm bringing chefs is any bargains we see on tools, because there's that thing in the UKHotDeals.com where all these deals flash up occasionally on various tools and DIY and materials, etc. So I don't know if you guys have seen any bargains recently. Aldi, Sainsbury's, Farm Food, Screwfix, you name it, whatever. And I think it's a good little forum for us to sort of highlight these offers if we see them. You send anything, Mark, or you still concentrating on your
I'm half distracted by what's going on, trying to solve my problem. But do I see any deals online?
Anything recently that sort of sprung out?
Not recently, I haven't. No, not really. Although saying that, I have bought a few tools over the last couple of weeks, but that's been more out of necessity, and I haven't really. In fact, I ended up annoyingly, I actually paid more than what I could have got the deal if I was certainly. I bought a collated screwdriver, a collated screwdriver. Right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that's really fast screwdriver for putting. Can't get me words out. Plasterboard, drywalling, and plasterboarding, and putting ceilings up. So you put, although you can use it for decking as well, you can get collated decking screws. So it's in the van there. I ended up, but because I needed it, like the next morning, I was a little bit stuck, and I ended up going to Screwfix to get it. The tool station had a really good deal, but they weren't going to get it in for nearly, probably 4 or 5 days.
Is that the one on the tape bed, on a tape of screws?
Yes.
So they're all lined up on a coil, yeah?
Yes, exactly. So I've just recently, so it was actually, although I needed it, and actually it worked because obviously I could get the job done, but it's the opposite of a bargain because I had to go and spend more money on where I could get it immediately, if that makes sense.
That's it. Sometimes you find a bargain, you think, oh, that's exactly what I want, and then run out of stock, then you end up wanting it that much because your heart's been set on it. It's like anything really. And then you go buy it for full whack. But
if you're forward planning, then yes, but certainly while using tools like that, sometimes I need to get it there and then. I think she's here comes the wife again. Dawn is sneaking around. Oh look, she's got another set of headphones because obviously let me see if these work. I've no idea whether this will.
Well, why Mark's doing that? That's one of the questions. Do anyone listen to the radio, shed, man cave, or woman cave? I tend to listen to a playlist on Amazon. Obviously, if we're recording for YouTube, we don't really be having music in the background, so it's easy to say Alexa stop. But that's interesting, actually, a playlist. Mine's I must have best one, best two, best three, best four, best five, because my sort of idea of the best songs change year on year. You're not plugged in, are you, Bob?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to.
It's all right. You carry on.
Do my head in. This is, and who does technical stuff and then gets completely. It doesn't work, or not how you want it to work. Just anyway.
For a minute, let Rob do it.
Every day. It never goes to plan. Yeah. Oh, that might work. My echo's gone. My echo has gone, so this volume must have gone off. That means it's not going back to the mic. So anyway, right, okay. Spinning the wheel of A to Z tools. What has Mark Rob got in their shed that begins with Q? That's the one for everybody. Who's got a tool beginning with Q? I can't even think. Can you think of one, Ian? Because I certainly can't. Q. Last week it was Z, and we came up with zip ties and Zimmer frames, I think it was. This week, Q. Come on, there must be somebody out there that knows a tool beginning with Q. No idea. Can't think of one. DeWalt, the price tag on Mark. Oh, I can hear my echo again.
Ah, so I'm back. The other was I can't talk. So sorry, mate.
Oh, okay. We'll just put up with it for this time.
Put up with this, but we're going to sort this out. We need to adjust. I'm going to apologise again. We do need to. But
All right, is you back in the room, Mark?
Yeah.
Tall beginning with Q.
A tall beginning with Q. Q. What can you? I've got people working in the background trying to sort me out.
Technical team.
Oh, it's my technical team. Yeah, I know. It's like, what is going on? It's like a car crash here at the minute. What?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the wonders of Rob and I were going to try and do this week, but we've both been too busy to actually connect up. With one thing and another, we just haven't been able to do this, so we're doing this live, which is.
What did you watch last night anyway?
I watched A Man Called Otto, which was Tom Hanks.
I saw that advertised.
Tom Hanks. Sorry, Jay, you just asked me what I watched. I was watching a film. And it was an incredibly sad film. Quite moving. Yeah, so a very, very good film. I mean, it's Tom Hanks, isn't he? He's brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. I don't know if anyone out there has seen that. A Man Called Otto.
Castaway. For Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks. Just something about that film. You just watch it over and over again. Well, I can anyway.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Dawn is down here with another laptop, with her work laptop, trying to see if she can work out. She's down this side of me. Oh, dear. You wanted a tone by Q, didn't you? Q? God, blimey.
No, Sean mentioned there as well. Just the thought, Rob, is your mic close to the speaker? No, because my mic is so... sorry, the speaker is so... low on the volume. But when Mark plugged them headphones in, my echo went. So it's definitely those speakers that went back into the mic. Sorry, Mark, you were saying something.
Yeah, so I don't know what I was saying.
Quarter-inch ratchet. There we go.
Oh, brilliant. Now I'm trying to work out how to scroll the comments because I can see the comments, but it's not keeping up. And we've got loads of comments coming down here. And I can see them here.
Quill, type of pen. Quick release spanner. Here they go. Look. We always come true. Right. You put these comments up then now, Mark?
I'm trying to, but there we go. Yes, right. Okay. Yeah, I am keeping up. It's all right. I was working out where the comments were. It wasn't following on the side of me, so but I've got it now. It looks like. God, it's like trying to fly a plane here.
It is.
And you've never, and all of a sudden I have no idea what I'm doing.
Multitasking with distractions.
Oh my word! While everyone's watching me do this, I'm more than happy using woodworking tools and doing carpentry with whoever watches me. Whether I do it right or wrong, I'm far more comfortable. This at the moment is like, who's God? This is a question actually I can throw back at you all.
Go on.
Who's when you're way out of your comfort zone and yet you still throw yourself into something, or do you just? What do you do? Do you just keep going? What do people do?
Adrenaline. There's nothing better than your back's against the wall when you put back yourself in. You've got to fight your way out. The challenge, adrenaline.
Oh, I'll tell you.
I think that's what we do with this. We're okay normally, but this is something completely different.
Well,
by the way, we're about to bring up all the photos you can send in as well now. So if you want to send any more, anyone that hasn't sent photos of the workshop,
absolutely.
Send it through weekend shedhead@yahoo.com.
Well, this is.
We'll set up.
Ian just said when he's got problems, he goes to the pub and has a pint and then think about it.
Contemplate the issue.
I've got a whole tech team, so it's working on there. But it's but that's not on this. I'm not broadcasting from there. That's just live. This is online. I'd have to sign out and come back in. Yeah, Dawn reckons she could get me on another laptop and I could come on. So I might have to sign. I might lose Rob. We might lose the whole thing.
All right, don't worry.
Yeah. We're going to sort this out next week.
We can put up with the echo.
We can put up with it.
Everyone else can put up the echo. I can just about.
Yeah.
It's quite distracting, but anyway.
Here we go. Adam has put up there. Look, I'm just putting that. I've been out of my comfort zone last 2 days, fitting ridge tiles on Lincolnshire pan tiles.
He's on that, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And Reggie as well. Welcome to transport every day.
I think some of the
tight spots that Reggie gets into trying to back his trailer into a 2-foot gap.
And then having to deal with
fastening down the load and everything else that goes with transport.
And that caused an
experience, Reggie. There's always a way.
There is, isn't there? Can you hear me still? I haven't muted myself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. You need a separate microphone. Yeah, I know. What we need to do is I need to get the headphones working on here, and at the moment they're not. I'll do it afterwards. There's some really good comments coming in about it, as Ian has said. Ian's throwing out some good stuff, which we'll get to the bottom of it. Is there a noise suppression? Somebody else, is there a noise suppression or noise cancelling option to enable it? I'm not 100% sure. As I'm not the most tech IT person on the planet, I know what I know. And then
did you say your earphones did work, but your microphone didn't?
The headphones are working, but they're not connecting. My laptop is not connecting to the headphones. It's not noticing them. I'm going to try one more.
Do you not go into
the sound option in settings?
I might have to go into settings, yes.
Frank, out of my comfort zone, going back to work after 2 weeks holiday. Of course, you've been on holiday, haven't you, Frank?
You've missed
out on the Shed Goat, so you had 2 points in the first week. Where did you go, by the way, Frank?
This is
specific.
Out of my comfort zone on. There you go. I'm going to put that up there. 2 weeks holiday. Nice.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do.
Let's just do Shed Goats. I'm sort of stalling a bit because I can hear my voice coming through.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dear.
Well, we will sort this by next time. We will sort this. We're going to have to just press on through. We do apologise. I've watched some live. I'm sure you have. I've watched some live streams where the signal, the Wi-Fi with the people that have been doing the live stream, it's been all over the place. But you're really out of focus, fuzzy, and it's connecting and not. But ask Google. It tells you an answer. I will do. Otherwise, I'll just go off and be problem solving, and I won't do this live stream. So I'm just going to apologies. I'm going to have to work with it.
So Frank went to
Menorca. Very nice place. You're off for that neck of the woods in a couple of weeks.
Oh, I'm off to. I will be going via Mallorca. I'm going there for a day. I'm going on a day trip into Mallorca. Yes. I want, amongst many other, 2 weeks of the Mediterranean, various different places. Yeah.
Wonderful.
You'll be here for the last week of Shed Goats, which is next week.
Yes, I will. I will.
Brilliant.
I'll be here Thursday and I go on Saturday, so I've still got 1 more week, and then I go on my holiday for 2 weeks.
Right. Questions for Shed Goats. Right. I've done them all this week, in case you didn't do anything.
Oh, well, I've got some questions, so you go for it, mate. Go for it.
Okay. Right. Starting off. Quite a few here, so let's do this one. What is the current world land speed record in miles per hour? What is the current land speed record in miles per hour? Surprised me this one did.
867 450 375 240 476 457 792 550 600. There's someone very close, so you've still got a chance if your Wi-Fi is being a bit slow tonight. There's a bit of a lag. 12. Fred. 27. You're getting there, mate. Just keep on going. 626, 1,227. You're actually closer, believe it or not, but in the wrong direction. 763 from Adam. Well, no one's actually got it, so we'll give it 5 more seconds and then we'll find the closest one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, it was 760 miles an hour. That means, I believe, that Adam, for the first week, you are on the board, mate. Brilliant.
Well done, Adam. Absolutely amazing.
Well
I was thinking it was about 750, so there you go. I had 750 in my head, so right. 763 miles an hour on land. That's one of the jets.
760 miles an hour.
That was done in the in Death Valley, wasn't it? Done on the salt plains, isn't it, in America, isn't it?
I don't know where it was done at. I didn't look at that. It was by an RAF pilot, Andy Green.
That's it, Andy Green.
It was in 1997.
Yes, it's in America. It's in the US on that where they
Salt Lake.
Yeah, Salt Lake. The Salt.
That is a brilliant film to watch. The Indian. Is it the Indian or the something Indian? It's a true story about the bloke, an oldest geezer, retirement age, I suppose. And if he decides to get his Indian motorcycle and try and get the land speed record on a motorbike, the Salt Plains.
Amazing.
Who played him? Was it who played Science Sam's Hannibal Lecter?
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. I think Anthony Hopkins played him. Sure he did. Based on a true story as well.
Fastest Indian. There you go.
Fastest Indian. There we are.
Rob, the echo went when you were bending over. I'm going to put that.
What is going on? Where's that microphone?
What is going on? Hilarious. Oh dear, what a night.
Right. Okay. Do you want to do a question or do you want me to do the next one?
Yeah, I'll do a question. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Right. Where would you be if you were standing on the Spanish Steps?
Ooh.
Where would you be if you were standing on the Spanish Steps? Where in the world?
Rome. Madrid. Wrexham. Rome.
Right.
True.
Yeah, the answer has come up already. It's Rome.
So it's going to have to be. Who's going to be that first one?
It's Brett.
Brett. Useful.
Brett. Yeah.
Brett, you're on the board again, mate.
Fastest there, followed by Adam and Jim. Madrid. Yeah, there we go. Frank is Rome. So a few of you got Rome. Work related, but Blackpool when they build them.
There you go.
Heath's Workshop. Oh, lovely to have you here, Heath. Heath's Workshop. Work related, but Blackpool when they build them. The Spanish Steps. Brilliant. Yeah, it'd be something that Blackpool would do, wouldn't they?
Here as well. His workshop. He recommended that I go and get them batteries from Aldi, and I got them. So thanks for that, mate.
Amazing. Lovely to have you here. You're actually joining us on quite a chaotic night, but with us both, some rather technical. We both Rob and I, or maybe me more than Rob, is fighting technical issues tonight. But that's the wonders of
my tech is shedding space rather than shed space.
Oh dear. Right, next question. Go on.
I'm going to skip that one. Another one then.
Go on, go for it.
What year? Obviously in the UK. What year did HM Land Registry start? What year did Land Registry start in the UK? Again, this one's prime. So, what year did Her Majesty's, or His Majesty's now, I suppose, Land Registry? 48, Jim says. 1637 from Adam. 1960 from Sean. 1924, Frank. 1862. Ooh! Someone's got it. 1862.
Cuckoo o'clock. So well done. You're on the board again, mate. Cuckoo
o'clock.
Brilliant. That was 2, and who else got it? I can see it again.
Someone else got it.
Fred got it
as well.
Fred.
Yeah.
And all 2 years out.
Amazing. Wow.
Ian's been reading books again on the land registry.
Yeah. Yes. He is our resident. Who needs Google when you've got Ian Knight in the room, because he's extraordinarily well read.
Well read.
Yes, it's brilliant. I'm hoping to do some bit more reading, although might be rather fictional than when in the next couple of weeks, just to do some reading. I do like to do that when I'm shutting down a bit. Anyway, carry on. How many questions is that? Yeah, I'll do one. Yeah.
You are?
Okay.
I'll do the last one.
Okay. On what continent would you find the world's largest desert? On what continent would you find the world's largest desert?
Ray was only a century out. Still a good try, mate. Residence bibliophile. Bibliophile?
Yeah, bibliophile. Information.
Booklet.
There we go. Ian's. No, Heath's Workshop's got it. Antarctica.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. The world's largest desert is in Antarctica. Adam's put Australia. Anthony, Africa. You wouldn't think of Antarctica, would you, as having the world's largest desert? It's like
really good trick question there. I thought Africa.
Yeah, twice the size of as the Sahara Desert. I'm not surprised that Ian knows that. Yes. Ian, if I ever do a quiz, can you be on my team?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you be on my team? Because who remembers when you were in the school playground and you were picking you had to pick your team and people were lining up and then eventually went down to the people that you didn't really want, but you had someone to choose. But the first people, you were picking your first one. You were picking your first strongest, weren't you? It's like, I love you.
I'm interested in what other people's scores. How many questions do you get right usually on University Challenge?
Who, me?
Anybody. I got one once.
I dance around the room and I'm like, yeah. Well, you feel like you can join Mensa, don't you, with an IQ, with a high IQ, if you answer a university challenge question.
That's it. You're the kick of the house.
Oh, I tell you, you're like, yeah. I look across to Dawn and I go, look, you see, I answered that, and she just gives me a look. It's like she's not impressed.
That was a question anyway.
38 years together, and I don't think she is going to be impressed anymore.
Gone completely. That's another film to watch. Talking about University Challenge. 9 out of 10. Starts 10. Brilliant comedy. Great film. English film. Definitely worth a watch. Set in the 80s as well. About University Challenge.
Brilliant.
Okay, so am I doing the last question, I think?
Yeah, go for it.
Hang on. I had a few on here. Which one's so to pick? Because this one's a bit of a twist to it. Right. What was the first? What year was the first recognisable version fax machine invented? What year was the first recognisable version of fax machine when it was invented? What year? There's a little more to this as well. So it'll be interesting on those. 1972. 1976. 1944. 1923.
1880, 1880, 95, 1843, 1966, 1968. Right, give me a bit of time for your Wi-Fi if anyone's lagging. 1968, 1966. Right, give it 5 more seconds, then I'll have a look to. I don't think anyone. Oh! Cuckoo o'clock has got it. 1964. I think you were the first one to get that. Let me just double check.
Wow.
1964. 1964.
Can't see any closer. Can you, Mark?
No. 63, Adam. But
yeah. It's going to be cooker
o'clock then. Do you want to highlight that answer? Get you used to your.
There we go.
Perfect.
I'm doing something right tonight. There you go, everybody. Cuckoo o'clock, 1964. And just to say there that Adam did it in shouted out in 1963. Adam, oh, so close. You are right, Adam.
So close, mate.
So close, Adam. So close. There we go.
And it's quite an interesting one, that, because it was invented by Xerox. And in 1843 was the first electrical telegraph, which is like the source of fact. But that was in 1843. But that's why I put the most recognisable fact. Anyway,
1 year before I was born. 1 year, so 1 year older than me.
He was.
Fax machines. They lasted well, didn't they? Fax machines. Is anyone still?
To announce to everybody by fax that Mark has been born. In 1965.
In 1965. I don't think they did. I think they did.
No. Mr. Bain. But no cigar, Mr. Bain. Always the bronze.
Always a bridesmaid. Love it.
Right. What are we going to go from here? We've had a bit of a rough start, of course. Anything you want to talk about, Mark? Anything on your mind? Anything we've put out there, or?
Yeah, I mean, just what we've been, what I've been doing. I want to talk about, because I've had a frustrating week, and it's around materials. Who has been let down by suppliers just not delivering when they said they would? When you're doing a job and you're relying, and you do everything within your power to allow materials, or to make sure that the materials you want are there at the right time. Mm-hmm. And yet I've had a really frustrating week because I've had to come off a job I'm doing, which is because the materials are now 2 weeks late from when they said they would be here, which would have been, if they were 2 weeks ago, I'd have had them sitting around, and then I could have used them this week. So we're into a good 2 weeks plus is when they should have been delivered. They're still not here. Over 2 weeks.
And it's crazy because one thing leads to another. So you're waiting on one thing, delay something else, and then you need it to some point to sort of click. And there's so many elements to a project like what you're doing, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
That you rely on, and I suppose you tradesmen as well. If they're saying they come on a particular day, but that gets delayed, and it means that somebody else can't carry on. I've had a bit of an example. It's not materials, but more plumber and a builder. A builder I've got really good. He's told me the date. Plumber, I sort of swung it on him a little bit. I said the gas pipe needs moving. But then I'm in this sort of dilemma where the gas pipe's moving for the old boiler, but that old boiler is being moved. But because I can't get the new boiler until next couple of weeks, it means that the guy who could do that, he's on holiday. So the chain of events basically meant that the gas pipe is going to stay where it is, and the builder can work around it, and we can go full steam ahead again in the next couple of weeks. So, if that makes sense, that's probably what I was going to be a bit late tonight, actually, because that's what I was just sorting out before I came here. That's why I've got a bit of a bead on, a bit of a sweat on, and my hair's all covered in dust. There we go.
Yeah, it's just, and the knock-on effect also is because, and then, well, as we've said here this evening, I'm obviously going on holiday, so it then knocks on that I can't get the job finished, which means the jobs I'm starting after my holiday, I've now got to push and get in touch and push them on, all because I don't know whether or whether it's just delayed you. Even if you're not in the situation where I am, where you're actually doing it as a job, and actually its customers are affected. Fortunately, the customer is really good about it, but it affects me, and it affects my ability to do the job, to finish it when I wanted to, and schedules and all that sort of thing. But maybe it's just that you wanted a job doing. I don't know what it is, or you just couldn't get it when people promised you something, or you went to get it. I don't know. That's been my big thing this week, and it's happened to me once before, but I did sort of get around it by chasing around for other places that I could get sourcing, where I could get the materials from somewhere else. But
just a few comments here about that question as well, actually, Mark.
Starting with Ian, if you want to bring up his point on there, and his workshop and dancers and aardvarks has made a few comments about that. Can you highlight it? We'll get faster at this, won't we, Mark? His sound's gone, and my echo's gone.
It's because I'm mute. I'm trying to mute every time you're talking and I'm not. I'm muting, but I'm trying to remember to mute. You see, I'm muting. So that's what I'm doing. So when Robbie's talking, I'm trying to remember to mute. Because if I mute now...
Right, so perfect, no echo anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that the echo has gone when Mark does that. So, what I was going to say to Mark, if he highlights Ian, mentioned something about being let down. He says, I better not put the name, but I asked for 3 meters shiplap wood, but I was given 2.4s, and they said that to trim it down to make 3, but I ordered 3 meter shiplap. You can now talk if you like, Mark.
Yeah, we're sort of going to tag team in talking. I've worked out that if I just mute when I...
some people that might work, but not for us, I don't think.
Yeah, I better not put the name down. I asked for 3 meter shiplap wood, but was given 2.4s. Yeah, that's really... They said I can trim 1 down to make it 3. But I ordered 3 meters. Yeah, that ain't going to work, is it? Then that is... interestingly, although I don't want to give this spoiler alert, on the film last night that I said I watched, A Man Called Otto, which is with Tom Hanks, at the beginning of that, he's buying some rope. I won't, if you've seen the film, you'll know why. But he only wants a certain amount, and they say, well, you've got to have X amount. And he was complaining with the DIY store, the big department store where you buy your tools and hardware store. That's what I'm trying to say, a hardware store. But there you go. What you get if you need 3 meters in your length and they give you 2.4s, and you can trim 1 down to make it 3 meters. Yeah, but you ain't got to join. It's not working, is it?
No. I mean, you yourself a sec.
Are you muted? Right. Yeah, I was just going to mention, when you mentioned that, there was a part in, remember the Father of the Bride film with Steve Martin, and he had a meltdown halfway through because he wanted, was it hot dog sausages, and he wanted the buns, but it comes in packs of 8 hot dog sausages and something like 10 buns, and he was having this meltdown in the middle of the shop. And when you mentioned that, I thought it was the same sort of scenario. But yeah, just a little bit. It just came to mind for a second there. Yeah, Heath's workshop. Do you want to bring Heath's up, Mark?
Now something else not working on me thing. Which one? How far up are we with Heath? Trying to think. Agreed to pick up powder. Yeah, I can see the comment on. Here we go. Right.
What do you do? Just click onto it.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Agreed to pick up my powder-coated alloys needed for tomorrow morning. This morning, to be told they weren't ready, and needed to head back this afternoon. Thankfully, I was working from home. There you go.
Yeah, that's the bonus.
Yeah. And then he's just said there, to be fair, they did offer to drop them off at my house due to the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is sometimes the point as well. You know, when someone lets you down or personal materials, if they tell you up front you can sort something out, it's when they don't tell you. They leave it, and then you're trying to get hold of them or whatever reason. It just gets you riled. If they tell you in advance or tell you on the day, just to let you know what the issue is, you can do something about it. It's when you can't get through. frustration.
Happy birthday, Cuckoo. This is Mrs. Cuckoo's birthday. Wife's 60th birthday on Tuesday. Cuckoo o'clock. Yeah, one of the other things I was going to say. So when me and Mark were waffling last week, I noticed when I watched the video back, I had a quick look through it. We were talking about sheds, and I noticed everyone in the comments was talking about other things, Mark. Did you know that? They were having a really good conversation about things that I thought, oh, that'd be really interesting as well. I think someone raised the thing about scooters or motorbikes and mods and rockers, and everyone was mentioning about scooters and all this sort of thing. And I thought we missed a huge chunk of comments there. So anyway, I'm going to put another question out. So I'd be interested to know what era, if you could go back in, sorry, rephrase that. What age would you go back in time? If you went back in time to a particular part of your life, what age would it be? What era of your life would it be? Would it be early teenagers, older teenagers, when you're in your early 20s? And the reasons why, I'm just curious to know, do people reminisce of a bygone era and what you used to be able to do, what you could get away with, the sort of things you used to get out with your mates? Yeah, and I think that is what the thread of conversation was around what you used to do when you were younger and what you wish you could art back to, even if it's for a day or so. Anyway, you can talk now. Mark.
I got to mute I've never, well, as you all know, I can talk. So I'm actually having to self-mute to cut myself off to try and stop this echo, to try and make it a bit easier, which makes it rather stilted for both Rob and I, because we're just not natural like that. When would I love to, go back to? God, blimey. I look back with some, if I was to be really honest about that, blimey, probably in my 30s, probably. Early 30s, like 20s and early 30s. But I only say that because I had a really big event happen to me, which wasn't a good event, a life-changing event in my mid-30s. So I can easily sort of reference that and say that. But actually, as a result of that, now I'm in a really, really good place, and my life is brilliant. So, it's an interesting one, isn't it?
That makes perfect sense. And I think Jim Rickey's is saying the same sort of thing. Would never go back having the life I have now. Right. It was more a sort of a reminisce. I think sometimes we look at old photos or whatever, reminisce about bygone time. I know see a front when he was 16 years old. Scar, say no more. So Scar music, that's something I'm quite familiar with as well. And great era. So you were like a latter day. Not mod, but if it was a Scar, then would you be into investments and Lambrettas at the time as well? Would you at that sort of time? Would you, Frank? 1986 and 1986 when I was 1 year for me. That was Sean.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I love 90.
I've just seen a comment. I've just seen a comment from Dawn. I'm going to put it up. My Dawn. Go on. I'm going to invest in a permanent mute button for you, Mark.
Just a button you can press.
I'll tell you, you got to laugh at yourself, haven't you?
Just say, Mark, you can now talk.
Yeah, she can mute button. She'll have a remote control and just do that now with me. You got to laugh at yourself when it's all going, it's going horrendously wrong. Oh dear! Now I can't.
Adam was a bit of a Scar as well. Ian Knight, 20s was good, free and single, and was ready to mingle. Go to places in London, do pop beer places.
Oh yeah, I saw Bill speak a little bit back there, the 1970s of music. I tell you, I've now stopped, I've stopped listening to current music, and I used to always keep up with music.
It's a cut-off point, isn't it?
But I now can't be asked. Now, is that just me being grumpy? My wife calls me Victor sometimes, Victor Meldrew, I don't believe it. Do you? Yours. Like I'm moaning.
Especially youngsters, when you say you see them in the street or whatever, and you're having a moan.
Oh, that's hilarious. She says, here you go, off you go again. And I've got to this point where I'm like, I can't be asked anymore. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? When we all used to listen to Radio 1, perhaps, sorry for anyone who's outside of the UK, we listened to Radio 1 when you started, when you were young, and then you sort of go to Radio 2. Now I'm not even on Radio 2. I found I either play the music I want, or I'm just on Greatest Hits, which is where Ken Bruce used to be on Radio 2 in the morning, has gone to with his Popmaster, and it's just 70s and 80s music, and I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm just like, you know what? I'm happy with this now. Why do I need to listen? I don't care about what. So now, then I sound really grumpy. Music ended at the end of 1989. There you go. Sure.
There you go.
Brilliant.
I remember the week. I remember the day. In fact, I remember it when I went off BBC One. Turn me on mute. Ken said it sounds awful. My voice sounds awful. Put yourself on mute a second.
Yeah, and Dances of Art says there, music has auto-tune is actually, I know what you're talking about. Auto-tune has ruined music. I do, because obviously I spent a lot of time in my life being a musician, so being in recording studios, I know exactly what that's like. And it's more about looks and talent. Yeah, well, that's why maybe I.
and trends as well. There was a time I think where people didn't care what
other people thought about what they listened to. I don't know if that's still the case, would you say, in the younger generation, or is it one particular? The genres have sort of condensed, if you like. I think the genres used to be more broad. You used to have different groups of genre of music, like the rockers, I suppose, and the rave era, and then the pop people, and then the true romantics, and then I suppose reggae and ska, and I don't know. It just seems like now that pop music is pop music. It isn't broke up into different genres as much. I don't know. I think I'm probably out of touch. But I remember, same as you, Mark, that week when I thought to myself, I don't really care what's new in the charts anymore. Let me listen to some older stuff. And I remember it really well. And that's where I went off BBC from Radio 1. I'll tell you what it was. I think it was when Chris Moyle stopped presenting on Radio 1. Because I used to love his morning show, the saviour of Radio 1. And then it was not. I want to smooth, but yeah, probably Gold FM and things like that. After that,
yeah, you just sort of morphed, didn't you? I've just put up their Rolling Stones. Who's seen that this week? Rolling Stones, the Strolling Bones at 80. Well, that shows you're never too old to start something new, is it? Or do something again. Not that they're starting anything new, but yeah. The Rolling Stones have produced a new album, so I am curious. I'm going to have to go and listen to it now. It's Hackney Diamonds, isn't it? I don't know if you've caught the news on that. But yeah, we all. Yeah, it's what is it? Music Shop. We're just looking at some of the stuff. Abba to Zappa. God, look at all this rubbish lyrics now in pop music.
Yeah.
Probably they're formulaic, aren't they? I suppose, or maybe they are. Maybe it's. In fact, I can't speak with any authority now because I'm not really listening to it.
No, but I think good music's good music. It's the Heart of Glass. Who sang that? Was it Blondie? Is it Blondie sang Heart of Glass?
Yeah.
Have you heard Miley Cyrus version?
No.
Fantastic.
Really,
she does a live
semi-live version of it. It's on YouTube now. Have a listen to it. I think I've never even considered listening to Miley Cyrus. I heard that song. Fantastic. Really good song. Real belter of a song as well. So if you haven't heard it already, have a listen. Old Sean as well as Scar in the 80s. I loved U2, Simple Minds, Tears for Fears, Talk. All fantastic.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, music. Somebody just said, do they listen to? I saw a comment way back earlier on this evening. Do you listen to me? What do you listen to? You listen to the radio in your workshop when you're in there. What's your go-to music in there? I did a video way back when my channel started. It was only a small video, and it was just what do you listen to in your workshop? And what music is it? Do you have music when you're at work? Or do you like to work in silence, or what's that sort of thing? Is it? What's going on?
Mine's same music I listen to. Drums,
like good rock, true rock songs. It's the same as when I'm working in the workshop. Same sort of music, upbeat, fast, nothing slow. Don't want to fall asleep while you're working with something. Yeah, you just need that good high tempo. I do anyway. Have you ever listened to classic music?
Are you talking about classical music
classic
rather than classic? So yeah, actually, I go through phases. Again, that's something that sort of I've evolved into that I really appreciate. Sometimes, I mean, I never used to listen to classical music when I was younger. I just didn't. I was, but now I absolutely do, and I go through phases where I might listen to some, and then other times I'm not listening to it for months. So just depends how the mood takes me, really.
I was driving for quite a while. This is probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I thought I'm just going to listen to classical music and just see how I feel, see if I feel immersed in it or whatever. I hear people talking about it. I tried it for about an hour. That was enough. I've not matured enough yet. I don't think. It's not. I couldn't find. I don't know what it was. I know people do get emotional with classical music, and nothing.
I can listen. I can listen to it, and but again, it's like music is about moods, isn't it? And it has the ability to change your mood. And you're right, you know, putting something on that's upbeat, you don't want something that's going to put you to fall asleep and snooze, you know, when you're trying to get a job done, is it? Although maybe you want to do something, you might be. I'm thinking if I was sanding and doing something in the workshop, making furniture, which I might go back to more in the winter. When I do a lot more those type of jobs, then it's just I get in my own space and I've just got something nice on in the background.
In the zone.
Yeah, just in the zone. So it's just sort of radio on all the time.
His workshop, listen to movie soundtracks.
In terms of classic, I do sometimes listen to movie soundtracks. I've never thought of doing that actually, and there's some crackers out there, isn't there? Back to the Future, Star Wars.
One of the best is Gladiator. Back around the year 2000, Russell Crowe. The soundtrack
couldn't even hum it.
The soundtrack is off the scale, brilliant.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely stunning. Well, John,
on a long drive, I listen to soundtrack. Never thought of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. And John Williams has done loads of. So Hans Zimmer is another artist. I'm going to go through art. So Hans Zimmer, John Williams. Thomas Newman. These are composers that do incredible music to films, and when you hear them, you go, "Oh wow, yes, I know that film." And it was incredible.
Yeah. Who did Peaky Blinders?
Is it Park? Nick? Is it Nick Park? No. Who is it?
Don't know. Apparently, Frank is saying apparently classical music stimulates more of the brain than other music.
My brain isn't stimulated enough yet. that little receptor at the moment is...
It hasn't evolved yet. I'm not like a fine wine yet.
Of course I am, Frank. Of course I'm like a good vintage wine from a good Bordeaux.
Good Bordeaux.
I'm a good Bordeaux. I like a good Bordeaux. Brilliant.
Nick the Black Seeds. Nick Cave. What did I say? Nick Park. Yeah, Nick Cave.
Did he? I'm talking and I've muted myself, so... Yeah,
a little bit of bluegrass. Yeah, I like some bluegrass. I put him in the YouTube videos when I get around to doing it.
Yes, you do. It's not my style of music, but it is. I couldn't stick it on in the car and go. I don't think so. I watched. We were out at a party, which was a few weeks ago, and they had a ukulele covers band. They were absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
absolutely stunning. They were playing all sorts of classic songs, both rock and pop and all stuff from the last 20, 30 years. But doing it, there was 3 of them doing them on ukuleles. They were just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It is a nice sound.
My dad plays the guitar when he used to, so I got him a banjo for his birthday actually, and I think he used to have a ukulele, a small one. Thing. These are really nice sound, aren't they? Really nice sound.
Yeah, brilliant.
Like dueling banjos, love that.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Bagpipes. They did Thunderstruck. That's a classic news. Thunderstruck.
Do Jazz sucks. Especially that crazy jazz where they just go off on a tangent.
I had a very late evening in the Ronnie Scott's in London many years ago, jazz club, really famous jazz club, and I went there with my wife and some friends. But the thing is, they don't start playing until 1-2 o'clock in the morning. So Dawn just fell asleep, and we were in Ronnie Scott's, and Dawn fell asleep. But it's not unusual to fall asleep at 1-2 o'clock in the morning, is it? No. Of course not. I was disgusted because
where you're going to worry.
Yeah, I was disgusted because it was like we were in Ronnie Scott's, but it was really in, into yourself jazz music. It really was, and it was like, it was really deep, sort of. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Have you watched that movie about the drummer? That was jazz, wasn't it? Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash. I've seen that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It's well acted. It fascinates me. I know nothing about drummers and drumming. So when I watched that, some high energy.
It's like a sportsman. Well, they're like a sportsman, aren't they? To work at that sort of speed, and I suppose it's partially to the truth. I know that guy. His conductor was a bit of a loony, but apart from that, I think it was pretty much what it's like to be. There we are, Whiplash. Sonny Rollins.
Yeah. Well, listen, we have hit 8 o'clock and been a bit chaotic. We have been.
I think we're thrown a little bit to the bar, weren't we?
Yeah, it's been all over the place, and we've sort of slightly thrown us a little bit as we're trying out a new platform, which the platform is obviously better. I think that's what you guys have been putting up with is both of us and me having to mute and sorting out technical problems. We are going to get it sorted for next week, so we should be a lot better. If we're not, then
we will.
We'll be absolutely
from day one. It had been Climax. We started at the basics and working our way up through these different apps.
Right, my daughter has come in here. She's not here. She's not in the room. She lives somewhere else with her husband, and she's come in there. Look, Dad, let me help you. I'll put it up there. Dad, let me help you with your headphones when you're about to end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a word with her. She's got the same laptop as me, so
good.
So she can sort me out. So I'll work it out. All right, look. I think.
Thanks for watching again.
Thanks for watching, and thanks for putting up with a lot of chaos today, this evening. It wasn't the best. I'll hold my hands up and say that IT and technical stuff, I am always doing this sort of thing is really always stretching me, but it's just still a pleasure to be with you, and I'm always willing to learn and throw myself in. I was well and truly in the deep end tonight, and at times I was.
You did well, mate.
I was like,
put it through to the HR department.
Yeah.
Mark's house. Technical department and HR department. Any complaints?
Look, hopefully we'll be back to normal service next week. We'll have a lot more on thing, a lot more on point, and not be trying to multitask and be extracted. But we intend, like anything.
We know what that echo's coming from. I think because I can. Every time I talk, it's like he's talking back at me. So apologise for my
stalling because it's very strange. But anyway, been a pleasure as always, everybody. Give us a thumbs up if you're still there. If you haven't got off yet, it always helps. And share with everybody. Comment on the main video. And Mark, you can now talk.
Rob has never said that to me. That's the first time Rob has said, Mark, you can now talk. My wife is going to be pointing a remote at me.
and mute.
So from me, Mark, the Small Workshop Adventures. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, everyone.